Alright guys, we got all of them in except for this one right here, because this one has a ground strap going to it and it's still in the car already. So now that we got all those in, turn your valve cover over. And we're going to get some air. Let's get some air and blow all this water out of here before we install our new spark plug tube seals and valve cover gasket. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, everything's looking good. We got it all dried up. Yeah, buddy. Alright, now, on your new gasket and spark plug tube seals, if you look at it carefully, you can see these have little dimples all around in it. Now those dimples are used to hold the gasket, or in this case, valve
I don't think those are dimples.
What do you want to call them? They are dimples.
I don't know. Dimples go in.
Okay, fine. What you want to call them, Sylvie? What you want to call them?
Wedges.
Wedges?
I don't know.
See? Alright, so we call them something. I don't know. So let's get
grooves.
These. They're not grooves.
Those are grooves.
Alright, so let's
dimple.
put one of them in. And that's all you want to do is push it down into the groove.
See? Get into the groove. No?
And see, I think this is why there was glue or something on these. But these things, they didn't make those grooves deep enough. Because this did hold.
It's good.
Yeah, okay. If it falls out while we put this thing in, it'll pour oil all over the place. I'm blaming you.
How?
How what?
How you blaming me?
Because you said it's good.
It didn't come out, did it? Just saying.
Alright.
It looks like that's as far as they go because you see that little piece right there? See?
Still, they should have made them deeper. Look at it. Look how easy that comes up.
Not a problem.
I don't know. I think we should put some.
So put that stuff you put in, that yellow stuff. Nothing coming out.
Okay, we're good. We'll leave it that way for her.
For me.
Yeah. Alright, so let's get the other two in, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, now we're ready to install our valve cover gasket. We're going to line up these three right here. Same little thing. Have these... I don't know. What you want to call them, guys? I don't know. What you want to call it? Also, around the vent, it's cut out. Like a groove to go right on top of there. Alright. We're going to stop right here. Forget this. What are we going to call those? Little protrusions. How about that? We're gonna call how about that? You didn't say nothing.
That's
come
foolish.
On. What you mean? That does seem like it.
No.
Oh, come on.
We gotta come up with something better.
Somebody will say so.
What are those things called?
Yeah. Alright, so let's get this thing put in. And we'll be right back. Alright guys. Sylvia call them bumps. Let's call them bumps.
Hey, until I come up with something better.
Yeah, we're good. Alright, let's turn this over. Shake it a little bit. Turn it back over. Alright, everything stays in place. The gasket that we're using is a Molly. So it's a very good name brand. Probably that's why they was using a cheap name brand. That's why they had the glue in there. It didn't hold. Alright, now, also, guys, now, before we put this valve cover on, remember the bolts we put through in those little spaces? And you got the metal inside there, right there? That metal, when tightened down, that will go right up against the head, so you can't go no further. It's like a stop. So when you get down to that point, don't be over-tightening or you're going to break those bolts. Alright?
Can you crack the head?
Strip it out. I don't know, it's possible. Find out, guys. Tighten it up. Let me know what happened. Alright, let's go get this over to the car. Then we're going to clean up. Before we do anything, let's clean up where the cylinder head is. Where this gasket goes at. And then be ready to install it. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, guys, we got it all cleaned up. This is the bolt I was telling you about back in the corner. With the ground strap going to it. Now, let's get our valve cover. Make sure everything is out of the way. Okay, we're going to slowly turn it upside down. Make sure nothing little gasket comes out, and we're gonna slowly lower it down into place. Okay, take a couple of bolts, start them off by a couple threads. Let us know that we are going down good. Maybe why this one is okay. You want to take each one of them actually. Take no kind of chances. Alright, one's back here. And I'm taking care not to move the valve cover too much. Okay, and now let's get this last one back here.
You didn't do this one over here.
I did.
No.
I did.
No.
So yeah. Dang, see, now you threw me off. You threw me off my game.
Oh, Lordy.
Which one?
The one over here in this corner.
I did do this one. See?
Alright, but it
See?
didn't look like you
Because I'm just that quick.
did. Oh, Lord. What about nodule?
Okay, Siri looked it up. Look, some nodule. Not nodules. No, I don't like that. I like bumps. You know, we got to keep it simple. Keep it simple for us.
No?
No. Bumps. I like that. Bumps. Don't make up. Don't say something and then try to change it. Dang it.
Okay, I'll look up another one then.
Huh?
I'll look up some more synonyms.
All right.
We'll do something more technical than bump.
No, that's good. All right, so guys, we got 10 millimeter deep 3/8 drive, and I got a 6-inch. I should get a 4-inch 3/8 drive extension. And what we're gonna do is start tightening up from the two center ones first, these two, and then the outer two right here. And what you want to do, again, you want to tighten it down, and you'll feel it stop. It's gonna come to a stop right there, and just a tiny bit more. That's it. That bolt is perfect. All right. Let's do one more together.
I have a question.
Hold on. What?
Okay, so you're doing those two center, but then you're doing the two outer ones in the middle.
Huh?
How come you don't do the two centers on the outside part of the
Because I'm
valve?
doing the center first and then working my way out.
But why? That was my question. Why that way and not only the center and then work outside?
I think I'm doing that because of the way the valve cover is like made. If I go center, it doesn't, because of these humps right here, it doesn't seem right mentally that it's going evenly. But if I go center down here where the slowest part is, and then go over, I guess all bolts are the same height and all, but
Well, it looked like on the other side of the valve cover, it was even.
so I guess maybe you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then work your way out that way.
I mean, I'm not saying you're doing it wrong.
No. I
I'm
see what you're saying. Don't be telling me nothing now.
I just wanted to
All
know
right.
your theory on
Oh.
it.
Now you got my theory on it.
No, I didn't get a theory. You just said it's because of the humps.
Because of the way it's made, it looks like it's better to tighten up the center first, and then go on the outside.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, buddy. All right, so let's get the center ones tightened up, and then for the outer ones, we're gonna go tighten up these two, and then go over this side, tighten up those two, then come on this side, and then finish it up. All right, let's get that done, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, the next thing we're going to install is the bottom half of our air filter housing. Let's take off our two, 10 millimeter nuts right here.
What about humps?
No, bumps. Leave it alone. Bumps.
Fine.
All right, now you have this little opening right here that has a little grommet. That's got to be pushed down onto this peg right here. Can you see down there?
Yes.
Alright, so what we're going to do is take our, line the two up, push down, go over here, push that down into place, put them on by a couple threads so you don't get cross-threaded, 10 millimeter deep, got my cordless impact, and you got to bring them down just a little bit. You don't have to go tight on these guys. Ooh, man. Yeah, we almost ready. We almost ready. What this goes right here? This looks like it goes right here onto the valve cover. So we're going to stick that right in there just like that. Alright guys, the next thing we're going to do is install our spark plugs. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, this vehicle calls for iridium plugs. We have NGKs. The NGK says you don't supposed to use anti-seize on them, but you go ahead and listen to NGK and call NGK up and says, if they seize up inside the cylinder head, will you reimburse me? They're going to say nope.
Well, they might reimburse you for the plugs.
That's about it. So guys, don't listen to nobody. I don't care who it is. Don't listen to nobody. Take you some anti-seize, or we're going to do the 007, and 007 is the Q-tip. And what you want to do is right towards the beginning of the threads, just put you a nice little coat. And as you go ahead and tighten it up, it's going to work its way to the rest of the threads. Now to get you a 3/8 hose or 5/16, put it onto the hose. And this way, you got guys try to reach their hand out, reach their finger down and drop it down there. Don't take a chance, because if you close up that gap in there, there's going to be a misfire. So do the hose trick. Then, you go to one of your cylinders, lower it down, turn it by a couple threads, and then pull the hose out. Alright, let's get the other three done, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got them all started. Next thing we'll do, I'm taking the 16 millimeter, or you can use a 5/8 deep socket 3/8 drive. I'm using a 6-inch 3/8 drive extension and a 4-inch 3/8 drive extension, so I can just make sure I'm way out of here. Now 6-inch would work. So now, tightening these up, guys. You want to bring these in. Until it stops, and then a little bit more. That's it. They ain't got to be super tight. Let's do one more together, and then you're on your own for the other two. Spin it like that. Yeah, buddy. Tighten it till it stops, and then just a little bit more. Oh, man, this is coming out great, man. We're almost ready to start this car. The only thing I hate about this job, guys, we do not know about the unforeseen. Only thing we know what happened with the time chain. We don't know how this car was running before that. We don't know if it's knocking. We don't know anything. That's what sucks about doing a job like this. You just don't know. All right, let's get the other two done, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're getting close. The next thing we're going to do, guys, and I guarantee this thing hasn't been changed in a while. Down there, you have the oil filter. Well, it's a cartridge. It's inside this cover here. And what you're going to need is a 32 millimeter socket. So I got a 32 millimeter socket. I got a little wobble extension, and I got a 12-inch half-inch drive extension with my half-inch drive ratchet. I'm going to go down there. Just take that cover off. Oops. Guess you gotta make sure you can get your socket out there. Son of a biscuit. Alright, have you something nearby? This thing is so hard as anything. That's a bunch of crud. No, that's a bunch of crud. Okay, let's see if we can see a name on this or something. Is it just... Oh, there is something there.
GM?
No, STP.
Oh,
Man,
Lord.
they went to the bottom of the barrel. They said, yeah, buddy, give me STP. Stick that STP in there. Oh man, this thing hasn't been changed in a while. I can see right between. Let's go over here in the light.
He said, let's go over here in the light. Meanwhile, I can't even walk through because all his stuff's in the way.
Look at all that stuff right there.
Oh, why is it blurry? There we go. Ew. Is that metal?
I don't know. Whoa.
It's shiny.
It is metal. Dang it.
Oh, Lord.
Well, the chain and all was messed up, so this thing has got a lot of crud inside of it. All right, guys, let's get our new filter. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we got our new Fram filter right here. Let's get our screwdriver and pop this O-ring off. It's going to come with a new O-ring. Watch I rip it and rip the O-ring. Now you want to make sure you put it on that groove right there. Make sure that O-ring is in that groove. Don't try to put it down here. Make sure it goes into there. It don't supposed to be down there. So you just want to roll that down until it pops right into place. And take your hand, you got the old oil, put it over it. Coat it a little bit. Help it pushes in, help it goes in better. Now, let's get our new filter. The big end goes down. Just push it into place. Just like that, snap it into place, and we are ready to go. Put a little oil on that part. Let's go over there and install it. So, let's see. Go ahead. Put that down in there. We're going to take our hands and bring that down. And this is where it's very important that you have oil on that O-ring, because when it starts to go down there, if everything's cleaned up and dry, you clean it with carburetor cleaner or something like that, it will grab against that housing and rip. And you have oil pouring out all over the place. Okay, let's get our socket. We're gonna slowly bring it down until it stops, and then just a little bit more. That's it. There's not a lot of pressure on that at all. Alright guys, we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're just about to get ready to put the coils in and the top half of the air cleaner, but Sylvia looked in there and Sylvia said, nope, we're not going to sell this car looking like that, because that can be an idling issue. So we're going to do a carburetor. we're going to do a throttle body cleaning. Alright guys, what the heck is a carburetor? We looked that up on eBay. Oh my God, that's back in the history. That's ancient times. Alright, let's get this off of here. What we're going to do, we're going to unplug it. You got a little tab right there. Push that tab down into the connector. And then unplug it. Put that to the side. Now it's held on by 4 10mm bolts. So I got my 10mm 3/8 drive deep on my cordless impact. Go ahead. Take those 4 bolts out. All 4 bolts are the same length, so you don't have to worry about it. Pop it up. Take out your throttle body. Alright? Let's go get this cleaned up. Alright? We'll be right back. Alright guys, to clean your throttle body. Now, the reason why we're cleaning it. Air seeps past around that blade. Remove that blade a little bit. Seep past around it. Carbon builds up. If carbon builds up and air can't pass through there, then you're going to have the car's going to stall out, especially when you go to start it in the mornings. The only way you're going to get it running is by holding your foot on the throttle. All right, so we're going to make sure we clean all that. First of all, we're going to do, spray it. Get us a nice rag. This rag is dirty, but it don't matter. So we're going to spray the rag, saturate it. You're going to go in there and start cleaning that out. Cleaning the throttle, cleaning everything out. Turn it over. It's actually starting to come clean. Alrighty. Now that's just the first half of cleaning it. Then what you want to do is take your hand, open the throttle up, hold it open, saturate your rag, and then clean, whoops, clean all like that. And especially clean the tips of the blade. I'll turn it around. Alright, let's get all that cleaned up and we'll be right back. Alright guys, look at that. Yeah, buddy. That thing gonna suck in some air. Yeah. Alright, now, job won't be complete if you leave the old gasket there. So take your little screwdriver, just want to get in there and just pick that gasket right out of there. Get your new gasket.
Does that one have nodules?
Bumps. No, it don't have it. It just sets right in. Actually, if you look inside there, that's a good idea.
Can you?
If you look inside there, you will see little bumps inside the groove.
Yeah.
So that's what hold the gasket in place. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and, just in case there's a little oil in there, spray that a little bit. Take me a little rag, a little screwdriver on the end, and just go around it. Clean that out. There we go. So that's what's going to hold it into place. So let's put our gasket down. Push it down. And that is ready to go. Alright, let's get our 4 10mm bolts. Let's get our throttle body. Take one bolt, put it in there, and just line that bolt up. Start it off by a couple threads. And then once you get the second one lined up, and I'm still holding it up with my right hand. Once you get the second one in, then you can let it go and start the others. Now, I'm used to using the cordless impact to tighten these up, but I'm not going to do that for you guys. I'm going to switch over to my 6-inch 3/8 drive extension and my 4-inch 3/8 drive extension, the same setup that we use to put the spark plugs in, and I'm going to add on a 10mm deep socket. And what you want to do is bring one, just bring it down till it just barely touches. Go right across from it. Now this one, you're going to bring down till it stops and a little bit more. Then go back over to this one, tighten that one up, and now then do those two, and then plug it back up. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, now we're ready to install our coil pack. I got my 4 10mm bolts that we left with it. You want to bring it over, and the plug, make sure it's facing towards the back of the engine or the driver's side. You want to take the whole thing, lower it down, then push it down into place. Take your 4 bolts, start them off by a couple threads so you don't cross thread them. Then you got your plug back here. Let's take that plug, plug it up. Now let's take our 10mm deep with a 3/8 drive with a 4-inch 3/8 drive extension and your 3/8 drive ratchet, and we're going to tighten those up. I'm going to bring over here and try to bring the whole thing down evenly. And it's the same thing. What you're going to do is go till it stops, because it's just plastic, guys. Stop, and a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to go over here and tighten up this one, and then we'll do the other two. Alright, let's get that done. and we'll be right back. Alright guys, let's get our upper air cleaner installed. First of all, over here on this side, you got little hooks right here. That's got a hook into the lower half right there, and then there's one on this side. So you want to hook them under like that. Get the other one down, and then bring it down. And then right here you're going to have a latch. Put that latch, and you're going to have one over here as well. Now, since we got that done, next we're going to do is connect our mass airflow sensor. If you forget to connect this, the thing will run so bad. So take your plug, plug that up. Now, at the same time, you're going to have a, bring it over here, you're going to have this breather hose that hooks onto there, and then make sure this clamp is nice and loose. This clamp, this boot right here, goes over your throttle body. Guys, this can't be missed, because if any of this is missed, this car is going to run bad. So don't think, all right, I got this together, let me start the car up and see how it sounds. It's going to run bad, and you can be emailing me, put it in the comment section. So let's go put this over here. Let's get this hose on. Then slowly go down. And make sure, that's like a little tight fit right there. You gotta make sure that thing goes over that throttle body. Okay, it's down. Let's get this hose. Hose came off, so I'm putting this hose on over here. Alright, now that when you got that, you're gonna have your clip. It goes through here and through that hole right there. So let's get this over. And then push down the center. I'm gonna lock it into place. Now get you a flat screwdriver and tighten up that clamp. And over this side, get a pair of pliers. And bring this hose up here. So now I'm going to tighten up that clamp, and then we're going to do, make sure you got your oil pan drain plug tightened up. That's a 15 millimeter. Tighten that up, and then install your oil and put your oil in there, and add your antifreeze, which is going to go over here. Now, being that we got the car jacked up this way, it's not going to bleed right. So we got to take the jack stand down and bring this car down a little bit so it's going to be level. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What the? Hook on it. Hey, let's get all this installed, alright? We'll be right back. Alright guys, got the antifreeze in, got the oil in. Again, I don't know what the heck, man. I'm just hoping it runs good. You know what I should do? I should disconnect the coils before it starts. Crank it over for a couple seconds to get that oil picked up, because this thing was completely dry. So you know what? Let's do that, guys. Let's get this. I'm gonna unplug the coil pack so it don't start. Okay. How did it sound to you?
Like no compression?
Yeah, right. That would suck. Alright, here we go. This sucks.
was starting to build up.
You know what? I should have put some oil in each of the cylinders. Dang it, I should have did that.
Can you do that now? You gotta remove the coils, right?
Remove the coils, remove the spark plugs.
Yeah.
Oh,
It looked like it was starting to build
yeah, so it
up.
looked like it was starting to build up. So what we're gonna do here? All right, guys, we're gonna disconnect this. We're gonna take the coils out, the spark plugs, and we're gonna put a little oil in the cylinders. It's probably all messed up now. So we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got our oil. I'm not gonna put a full one of these in. But, put enough oil to get those rings sealed up. So this means if it does start, this thing gonna smoke like crazy. So let's get all 4 done, then put our spark plugs back in there. I'll be right back. Alright guys, let's plug this up. Alright, here we go again. I told you it was going to smoke. And that's because we put the oil in there, so it's going to burn all that out. Or that could be a blown head gasket. No, it smells like oil. Alright, let's go back up here in the front.
It does smell
Guys, look at that engine run. Oh my. Oh, we gotta get it. Gotta pass the Chevy test because Chevy's the one. All right, so how does it run?
I see a little misfire. You saw it?
Yeah, I did. Dang it.
But it could be the coils.
It's gonna be going through a relearn also. So guys, what we're gonna do? We're gonna let this run for about 15, 20 minutes. Yeah, look at that.
It could be a rerun because it wasn't doing anything.
Yeah. Yeah, it did. It's a relearn. Alright guys, we're gonna let this run about 15. It's smoking like crazy around here. Alright guys, we'll be right back. Alright guys, it's warmed up. But I noticed a little misfire here. I think we got a bad coil here. Yeah. I feel it. You feel it. You guys see it. So we're going to address that in another video. Runs rough. Runs bad. We're going to pull codes and see what's going on. But at least we know the timing chain and everything is great. That came out great. Dang it. This sucker really running good too, except for that misfire. That is definitely a misfire. Alright guys, we'll be right back.